Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. My sinuses are like a block right now. I'm sorry about that. If you're new to the channel, hello, welcome. Come on in. I hope this is gonna sound okay. And it doesn't sound right in my own head. But all my returning viewers, you know how we go. Sometimes we just. Anywho, today's final pour episode is going to be of the Hibiki Suntory Whiskey Japanese Harmony, coming in at a very gracious 43% alcohol by volume. It is a meticulous blend of the finest selection of whiskeys. If you're interested in these, just understand that I do a 3-part series to my review system. Part 1 is off the rip, get it home, crack it open, have my first pour, share my first impressions with you because that's what we do. Part 2, full review time. We drink it down halfway, put the cap back on it, put it on the shelf, let it sit for a week and a half, let it open up, let it find itself. That way you get the best of what it has to offer. Don't judge it here. You can judge it here, but the best part is to judge it right there. I go online, find out as much as I can, come back, we talk about it, I will score it, and then continue to drink it because Part 3, final pour episode, thusly named where we're at today. We're going to have this final pour, and we're going to compare it to the first pour off the rip and everything in between. So let's go ahead and get that done, shall we? I'm pretty sure we're going to do a headstand, but let's go ahead and get this cork pop. Boop. Nice organic. I don't even know what that wood would be of, but hey, there's that. Yeah, that's nice. Let's go ahead and get this. We're going to headstand it and let it sit. Ta-da! Well, we've already done that part, so we're gonna say, how do I feel about the Hibiki so far, thusly before the final pour? I would probably rate the second third to be the best. It's pretty natural for that to happen in that order, but that first third wasn't that bad at all either. The last third, I guess, because after the halfway point, I just drank it down that way. So that was pretty good. Now we're here. We're going to test out this final pour, see what it's like for that very last pour in the bottle to let it sit for a while and see how that changes things. So I know I sound freaking nasally. That's a little more than I know. Some of these shorter, little stouter little guys that have like a wider base, they sort of sometimes get me misjudged. It's the same thing with the taller bottles, like those tall tequila bottles. They throw me off on the judgment part. But hey, we don't mind. We're still going to drink it. Holy crap. On the nose, it's very light, very floral, very like a you know, for all my returning viewers, you know that issue I have when I focus too heavily on a word, a name, before I actually say it. Perfume, there it is. It's a fragrance, like a very perfume type of fragrance. Floral, juicy, like flower petals. You know, the Japanese, they like to do that, like that Roku gin. They came out with a second expression of that Roku gin. It's a limited edition. I saw it on the shelf the other day, and I'm like, I can't right now. That sucks. When you put limitations and rules upon yourself, you know it's for the better. And it sucks sometimes. I'm hoping the next time I go back there, I'm going to make space for that Roku Gin special edition. It's like a select. They've narrowed down what they used, and they've concentrated it and made it just a little bit more special where they can do a limited edition run. I got to get that. We went back into gin. I didn't have a gin on the channel recently because I got the wrong gin, or I received the wrong gin. I pointed to it on the shelf behind the counter. I asked for that one, and I wasn't paying attention when she grabbed it and put it in the bag. When I got home, I called them. I'm like, hey, look, I was given the wrong one. Can I come back? And because they charged me for the right one, of course, because you scan that, it's going to charge you for that. But when I called them back like an hour and a half later, they said that there was only one bottle, 2 bottles, but only one of each version. And now the other one was gone. Sad. Anyways, on the nose, it's very sweet. light sweet. What is it? Is it Carol syrup? Carol syrup. Very light, sweet, syrupy, somewhat floral. Like it's got that fragrance, like a perfume. God, what is that? There's something there, and I can't quite pin it. Oh, it smells good. It smells so good. That was not there the rest of this bottle. That was not there. Let's go ahead and get on the palate. That's nice. Even at the final pour, that's nice. Even coming at a meager 43%. This is like, as far as most people know, this is the flagship of the Hibiki line, the Japanese Harmony. There's quite a few beyond this one, but the Suntory does a plethora of different types of wines. They have, not wines, whiskeys. And they have 5 distilleries in Japan. I forget off the top of my head. I know Osaka. I know they have a distillery in Osaka. I'm not going to try it at this point. We're just going to move on. That's a crazy ass nice nose. That's a very nice nosing. The palate is nice as well. It's not quite the nosing, but it's still dang good. Let's get one more and move on. Gotta learn my lessons. Be looking at the glass and not the view screen. If you know, you know. Look at that. It's got some pretty good viscosity. Transfers very well to the palate. Juicy, oily, sort of light marzipan. Like light caramel syrup. That's for baking, if you ever do any baking. They have light and they have dark. And it's like the light. It tastes like the light caramel. I actually haven't used it in so long. That's what I remember it being, caramel. But you add it, and it gives a little bit of like a... It's like adding glycerin to tequila. It sort of holds on to moisture, and it's a stabilizer of sorts for flavorings and scents profile, and also for moisture and whatnot. That's even on the final pour, this is so good. I'll get one more and we'll move on. It is kind of soft. A little bit of thickness on the palate. It's very, very nice. This has really opened up. The more you drink it down, it's going to transition. It's a little transformer. It's more than meets the eye, that's for sure. Yes, I was a 80s kid that watched a lot of cartoons. No more childhood drama. Let's go. So as you drink it down, up here off the rip, it's going to be a little tight. Okay, not be able to pull whole things a lot apart. You get down about the second, third, it's going to loosen up a little bit. It's going to get better. Here's where it gets really good. The halfway point, you have half a bottle of oxygen to off gas, while the rest of it just sort of works its way up around. Once you start drinking it down from that point, it's going to have a lot more air in it, so it's going to off gas and separate, open up a little bit better, a whole lot better actually. This is one of those very rare bottles that actually I would say was better on the final third of the bottle than the second third. Most of the time I say this is where it's at, the second third of the bottle, especially at the halfway point. Most of the time it's anywhere in here really, but once I get here and we do the full review, this part is all, it's all fair game. It's all fair game. But this one definitely was better on the final third than the second third, in my opinion. Pushing 10 minutes. Let's go ahead and move on. So we poured quite a bit in this final pour, so we're not gonna dunk it all. Another one of these whiskeys that didn't take very long for it to change over, for it to go from the temperature it is here at room temperature. It's actually just below. It's actually just below room temperature, which is something I need to look into. I need to know why it does that. Why does this liquid in the glass hold a temperature lower than room temperature? But once it acclimates to your body temperature, and this one didn't take very long, once it acclimates to your body temperature, it changes. The world has turned for you, my friend. Hey, there's your movie trivia. I'll even say, well, if I say the actor's name, it's kind of a clear search reference. Boom. The world has definitely turned for you, my friend. Well, he definitely gave you a shotgun. If you know, you know. Oh, I haven't watched that movie in a while. One of my favorite movies, all-star cast. Love every single one of them. I do love, I can't say it, the era of the films, the type of films, because I guess if you put a couple parts together, you could easily research that. I'm looking for those of you, just like me, who watched these films back in the day, absolutely love them, and they definitely stick with you for the rest of your life. That was a dang good movie. In the comment section, I know 2 of you know exactly. You're going to hit me up on that one for sure. I know 2 of you are, so damn good movie. I watch that film probably twice a year. I have a physical library. I have a physical library for films, for movies, for books, for CDs. Because when the power goes out, my family's sitting there like, or well, actually when the internet goes out, or for some stupid reason, they come at me and they annoy the hell out of me. So I'm like, you know what? I pull out a disc, a Harry Potter. There you go. Watch a Harry Potter film. Leave me alone. Because that's usually what they like to watch whenever the power goes out. For some stupid reason, it's a Harry Potter film. And I have them all. So yeah, it's just for them. No, I watch them too. I'm a big Harry Potter fan. Anywho, where are we at? Doesn't matter. In the comment section, love to know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? Have you had the Hibiki? I know it's like it's a good, at least $100. Some places you can find them for like $80, $85 on the shelf. Most of the places you have to find them, they're $100 or more on the shelf. I know it's not a cheap one, but it was a damn good one. There it is. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'll say it again. Have a damn good one.